Hey y'all, what's up? This is Jesse Bose from the 19th hole, and we're going to do a little bit of something different today. Yesterday was a real busy day. I normally put out a wind guide. Didn't have the chance to, so what we're going to do today is kind of a wind guide slash updated player's guide for rookie and pro. I did have a chance to play 9 holes of each of those yesterday and kind of a few takeaways from what I would suggest for you all to look at. I know some of you probably already played your qualifying round, maybe you practiced, and this will definitely help you for if you're going to ready to play your qualifying round, or even in the upcoming opening round and hopefully your weekend round as well. So what we're going to do is kind of a /win/ updated guide video here, where I go through and talk about the wins for each hole and also club / path options and what I would recommend from what I've seen on the course so far. I do plan on putting out some videos on hole 1 and hole 4 for the rookie and the pro on how to make that curl slice shot from landscape mode and from regular phone mode. So those of you who don't have access to landscape mode, you still will be able to make that nice shot, pretty error-free shot, and put yourself in position, especially on 4 for that albatross attempt. So go ahead, we're going to get started and move to hole number 1. Just like always, we're going to do rookie first and then talk about pro. And I'm going to try to speed this along because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. So we're going to put the R for rookie. Okay. On hole number 1, off the tee, we're looking at pretty much a straight tailwind. Okay. 3.3 miles an hour. It's anywhere from 3 to 5 miles per hour depending on the winds you get. You have the option of going with your extra mile. You can go straight up the edge of the fairway, try to get that bounce and end up in this zone right here. But what you're going to see me show you on the video for the curl, you're going to basically be looking at about the same landing zone, but you're going to be using a quarterback or a rock. I'm going to use a quarterback 7 as my example. Quarterback 7 is going to have about 20 rings of adjustment for the curl shot. The rock has right about 20 as well for the same thing. So either one of those you use, as long as your rock is at around 100, you will be using about 20 as well. If not, check out Golf Clash Notebook and check out their slice guide. There is a picture in there that tells you what your ring slice should be per club, depending on what level it is. So if you're going to go for the slice, you're going to have the same setup. I like to set up the right edge of my ball target, my target, right along the edge of that rough. And then from there, I adjust to the left 2 full targets, which is equal to 20 rings. Okay. From that position, you can either use your foam curl or you can use the landscape mode. You're just going to do a full complete curl shot. If you do that, you're going to end up probably in this zone right here. So that will put you a lot closer to the hole and open up your chances at maybe using your wood to try to maybe spin a shot back into the hole. I would encourage you to take a wood that has a good amount of backspin. So depending on whatever you have, find out which wood you have that has the best backspin for that shot. Otherwise, your shot up here along the edge is still there. You can also still try to bump it off that spot right there and spin it back into the hole. Okay. And I would suggest using a quasar ball for that shot. Now, try to back this up a little bit now. So for your second shot, if you're right in here, so if you go for the straight shot, your second shot from right in there, you're going to be looking at a right to left tailwind, slight right to left tailwind, around 5-ish miles per hour. Okay. If you do get up in this zone right here, you're going to be looking at a tailwind anywhere from 4 to 5, be the same direction as the one over here. So that's the direction you're going to have. It's going to be a slight right to left tailwind. when you're facing the hole. So all of these directions that I put down here for winds are as if you're facing the hole. So, you know, it may look like a right to left wind on the whole picture, but that's actually going to be just a slight right to left tailwind. Just imagine that is you facing the hole, and that's the wind you'll see. Alright, so on the Pro is going to see actually more of a right to left tailwind, something like that, and anywhere from probably 7 to 9-ish miles per hour depending on the ball that you use for that tailwind. Actually, my bad, correction, that's the wrong shot. Alright, from the Pro T, you're going to see a left to right tailwind, okay? Slightly slanted left to right, and that's going to be anywhere from probably 6 to 7 miles per hour. My bad. For your second shot, my second shot was right there. That's when I have more of the right to left slanted tailwind, and that was about 7.8 miles per hour on that shot right there. Okay, so that's what you're going to expect right there. As far as playing this hole for the Pro, you're playing it pretty much the same exact way. You have the same club selection to use, and you can go for the same shots. The curl shot is the same. You might just have to adjust it a little bit more right, for the wind before you make your actual 20 ring adjustment, just because the wind is more of a right to left tailwind. Whereas in the Rookie, it's more of a straight tailwind, so you don't really have to make any kind of direction adjustments for your wind in Rookie. But in Pro, you will have to make a direction adjustment before you make your 20 ring adjustment, or whatever ring, depending on whatever club you decide to use. Okay, I would suggest using the Quasar or even a Titan ball in the Pro, and I would bring my Guardian for your second shot club. You can either go with left side or right side. I like to use the right side of the green and spin it off the back hill back towards the hole for that shot. One thing to keep in mind, I will explain this more in the video, but when you are making these extreme curl shots, you don't want to use any topspin. If anything, you want to use 1 to 2 backspin and full right spin for these shots. Okay, if you use no to too much topspin, your ball will roll through the fairway and into the rough. All right, hole number 2. For the Rookie, off the tee box, we're going to be looking at kind of a right to left tailwind, somewhere in the neighborhood of 4.1 miles per hour, maybe a little bit more. You can use your sniper shot, aiming it right in this zone right here, and you have plenty of room for the adjustment on that. I would bring a navigator ball for this one, and that's what I used. Had no issues with level 5 sniper and being able to adjust it. Just keep in mind, you want to adjust your line to be straight with the hole, and you want to use as little bit of backspin as possible. You do want to try to line it up as best you can. I suggest line it up a little bit left of the hole and letting it try to roll to the hole. I have seen some people go with more of a straight-on approach to the hole, and have seen it done that way. I would go with more of the little bit lining it up to the left, letting the slope help you out. Definitely a birdie hole, get your birdie and be happy. For the Pro, you are going to see a little bit tougher of a wind, right to left headwind, anywhere from 5 to 7 miles per hour, depending on the ball that you decide to use. I would actually suggest going with a Guardian shot on the Pro. I went with a 5 backspin and 2.5 right spin on it. You can use a Quasar, Navigator, or Kingmaker if you have it. And that's how I went with it. I bounced mine off this zone right here, somewhere right in there. And I didn't hit it perfect, but I ended up pretty close to the hole even without the perfect hit. So I liked my 5 down, 2.5 right adjustment. Some people will go 2 bars to the right. I even hear some people go to the left side. It's just whatever you prefer. You can make it work. But like I said, it's more, hole number 2 is more one of those get your birdie and be happy holes. So, I wouldn't read too much into trying to get that ace. If you do get it, be very happy you got that ace. Maybe go to a casino later on that night because you got lucky. Alright, hole number 3. For the rookie, off the tee box, you're going to have a left to right tailwind. Got 2.7 miles per hour when I played it. I would, if you're going to go to the right side, quasar. If you're going to go to the left side, use whatever you want. If you're going to go to the left side, you can use the big topper, try to land it in here, roll it through. If you're going to the right side, you want to land it right in this zone right here with top spin. And a little bit of right spin or left spin to get it up to this zone right here. Okay, so depending on which way you go, if you go to the right side, you may still be able to fly the creek with your sniper. You definitely can fly the creek with your big dog if you take your big dog. But if you do take your sniper, you're probably looking more of a shot where you're bumping it here and then over the creek to the hole, and you will have a much straighter on approach to the hole going to the right. If you go to the left, you may have a better chance of being able to use that rough bump next to the green, but you will need a ball with some good spin on it, because you will either need to use spin to get that ball to the hole, or you will have to really flirt with the edge of that bunker and possibly risk hitting the bunker to get that shot towards the hole. So you have some options there in the rookie. I think if you do go to the right side and you do want to use a Titan ball, if you have at least a level 5 sniper and up, with a Titan ball, I think you will be able to achieve the rough bump and not have to do the hop. If you go with the quasar, you probably are going to have to do the hop over the stream. Alright. So for the pro on this hole, oh wait, rookie, I didn't give you the options. Rookie, if you're right here, you're looking at left to right tailwind, about 3 miles per hour. And if you're right over here, you're looking at also the same type tailwind at about 3 miles per hour as well. So that's your shots for your second shot. Alright, now pro. Okay, in the pro, off the tee, you're looking at left to right, slight tailwind, anywhere from 7.5 miles per hour. For my shot, I did go to the left on this one, landed it up in there with my Thor 4, and I used Titan ball. And from that spot right there, you can pretty much get to the rough bump with any club, the sniper, the guardian, most definitely the big dog. But from that shot right there, I had another left to right tailwind, and it was 6.2. Okay, so you're definitely gonna have to adjust for that wind with pretty decently with whatever club you do decide to take. You can still go to the right side. You're just going to have to play your shot. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to play that right shot in the pro. If you really got your mind dead set on going to the right, it's still definitely a possible shot. You're probably going to have to factor in some left curl, and it's just, I think it gets a little bit more dangerous with this type of wind. But that's just, my opinion. Anyways. Alright, so moving on. We're on the hole number 4 here now. And for the rookie, off the tee box, we have a right to left tailwind. Pretty nice tailwind. 3.1 miles per hour. You have the option to take a quarterback or extra mile. If you go with the extra mile, you're probably going to try to land it about here with top right, full top, full right, and roll it out that way. If you want to try to go with your quarterback and go with the curl shot, you are going to want to line your shot up over in this zone right here. You know, in your mind, adjusting for the wind to drop it right about there, and then you are going to move your target left 20 rings for either full phone curl or screen rotation curl. Either of them will work with about 20 rings of adjustment. Okay, so you want to make sure to line up your shot, you know, where you have your wind adjusted for, and then you're going to move your circle over 20 rings for that shot right there. If you do want to go with the hook curl shot, I will be putting out some videos on that as well, either today or tomorrow, hopefully today. And now for your second shot, if you do the phone curl shot, you do have a chance of landing a little bit farther up, which could put your shot onto the green in short iron mode. So make sure to bring your Hornet or your short iron with more topspin, because you will need the topspin to get your shot up to the hole off the rough bump. If you are in the back position, I would definitely use your Saturn, and you won't need quite as much topspin. I go with 2 bars top, 1 bar right spin, going for that rough bump albatross shot. You can always land your shot on the upper part of the green and use the backspin to try to filter your ball back to the hole that way. I got really close the other day doing that, so that is definitely an option as well. I did that the other day when I was stuck with my thorn close up, so I didn't have really the ability to do the rough bump, so I had to try to do the whole dipsy-do backwards in type shot, and I almost made it. Let's see. Alright. So, now we're going to move on to the Pro for this hole. Oh, did it again. My bad. Alright, for the rookie, let me just put this out here. If you are sitting right in here, you're going to be looking at right to left tail, 5.9. If you're sitting up here, you're looking at right to left tailwind, and I had 4.4 that time with that shot. Okay, so those are the 2 wins on your second of the shots for the rookie. Alright, now the Pro. Off the tee shot, you got a right to left tail, about 4.9. That was with the Kingmaker. For your second shot, I was right here and also right here. I'm sure you can guess which is which. The second dot was with the actual curl shot. The first dot was with just a regular jump shot. Both of them have kind of a side right to left tailwind, anywhere from 6 to 8 miles per hour for those shots right there. Basically, the same is said about all the different types of shots. You know, if you're close up, you want to make sure you have your Hornet. If you're back, I like the Saturn. If you're going for the rough bump, okay, same rules apply. Close shot, you're going to need more topspin to get that ball to the hole. Farther back with the long iron, you're only going to need 1 or 2 bars of topspin to get that ball to the hole. I do want to point out one thing. There is quite a severe right to left little slope right in front of the hole. So when you're playing your setup for your rough bump, I would definitely aim my shot to the right side of the hole, about 1 cup to the right. A little bit past the hole and 1 cup to the right. That's how I would aim my second shot at the hole. The times I've gone straight at the hole, I've missed the left side of the hole, even on perfect shots. And I seem to remember that being kind of a thing last time we had this hole in tournament as well. For the Pro, I used the Thor 4 for my curl shot. For the straight shot, you can use your extra mile, or you can use your Thor 4. Those would work. For the curl shot with a Thor 4, it was 18 rings of adjustment. For the quarterback, it was 20. All right. Moving on to the next hole for the rookie. We've actually got a headwind here, and I had 3.3. For this shot here, you can go with your rough bump here, or you can go with the shot right here. Either the Saturn or the Backbone. I would definitely recommend the Titan ball. For this shot, you can use the Quasar, and you will have really close shot with the Quasar. If you go for the bump, you will have to overpower it some. If you go to the left side, the edge of that ball guide is going to be right there on the edge of the fairway and the rough. So either you're going to have to really play it close there, or you're going to have to overpower your shot there as well. But if you go with the Titan ball, I think you will not have to worry about the overpowering. You will have a little bit more freedom to adjust your shot. Haven't tried it yet, but I believe that is what will help. Alright, so for the Pro, we've got a 6.4 headwind left to right. And that was with the Kingmaker ball. If you want to try to use, I would use your Guardian on this shot. If you want to try to go to the green, use a power, a wind 5 ball, something that's going to knock down that wind, good for you. But I think using your shot over here is probably the best approach, using the full backspin and as much right spin as you can get, and trying to get that ball up and there like that. Maybe using a little bit of curl as well. With the Guardian 7, I adjust at a 1.2 rings, 1.2 miles per hour per ring, and we're gonna play that one straight up. No extra adjustments for wind, or no 10%, 20%. We're just gonna try the 1.2 max straight up adjustment for that one. Alright. Hole number 6. As far as the rookie and the pro go, the drive is going to be the same. You're just trying to get that one up to the edge of the fairway area right there. But for the rookie, the wind off the tee box is going to be a left to right tailwind, 2.7 miles per hour. For your second shot, if you're right up in there, right to left tailwind, 3.3 miles per hour. I like the Quasar ball for the rookie. You can either go with the Sniper, the Viper, the Big Dog, or if you got the Guardian, you can go with that. If you go with the Guardian, you can try to fly it to the green with backspin. Otherwise, you can try your shots off here with the right curl and some backspin to roll it up onto the green. You can also go for the rough bump, a little bit more dangerous of a shot. You gotta be really careful with your adjustments on that shot, because you do not want to undershoot it and end up in the rough or the sand. I think the safer play is going to be playing from the left-hand side with either the curl or going to the green with straight backspin. Pretty much going to say the same thing about the pro as far as shots go. I would play the shots pretty much the same way I was going to play the rookie, using the Guardian, probably a Titan ball, or Kingmaker in the pro for my shots, but pretty much the same type of shots apply in the pro as they do in the rookie. For the pro, you're going to have a left to right tailwind off the tee box. I had 6.8 miles per hour, and then from my shot was about right there. I had the same exact wind, left to right tailwind, and it was 6.6 miles per hour. Alright. Alright, for this hole right here, the rookie, I play my shot up the middle with the long iron, and I just kind of make sure when I do set up my shot, I move it around in this zone right here until I find a shot that gives me a little bit more of a hump over that sand bunker, and then from there I'll add my spin accordingly. You don't want to go too far past the hole. you kind of want to go right to the edge of the hole. Definitely a tough hole-in-one hole, but definitely one that's possible. I would use the navigator. If you want to play from the side, you can use the quasar. And you have, from the tee box, we have a left to right tail, 3.9 miles per hour. So that's an easy 4-bar adjustment with the sniper. Or, my bad, not the sniper. That's an easy adjustment though, especially if you're going to use like the Saturn, which is a 2 mile per hour per ring adjustment for most people. So that'll be an easy adjustment for that. I would definitely bring the sniper with me, so the Saturn and the sniper, just in case you need to use the sniper, or you decide to, you have that in the bag as well. For the Pro, off the tee box, you have a right to left, kind of more of a side tailwind, anywhere from 7 to 9 miles per hour depending on the ball you use. I definitely recommend the sniper. Some people will use the Guardian. I would not go middle on this shot. I would go either from the left or the right side. I prefer the left side over here with full right spin, and use your back spin accordingly to bring the edge of that ball guide just behind the edge of the hole. And that's how I played that shot. And I used the navigator from there, okay? Because you don't really need a whole lot of side spin. Yeah. So that's how I'm going to play that hole right there. And we're moving on. Hole number 8. Alright, now this hole right here, I think may be the hole of the tournament, the toughest hole of the tournament. But it's one of those holes, if you learn how to play it and you get a little confidence on it, it becomes a pretty easy hole. It's definitely a birdie hole, but you have a good chance of getting the eagle if you play it correctly. So from the rookie, we're looking at a right to left tailwind, almost a straight tailwind, 3.1. And then from the shot right here, you're looking at another right to left tailwind, pretty much straight, 2.9 miles per hour. I would recommend using quasar ball and either the rock or the quarterback. Pretty easy clubs to use for wind adjustment. You're going to be aiming your ball to hit in here, this zone right here. And I like the 1 top spin, 3 right spin for that shot. And just make sure to adjust your target to compensate for that 3 wind. So if you're trying to land it right here, your target's going to be more back in this zone right here. Okay, so by the time your ball carries, you're going to hit here and roll up. That's how you're going to play that shot. For your second shot, I like the Saturn with 1 backspin, and then you're just going to kind of move that guide right around this zone right here until you got the tip of that ball guide hitting off the edge of the fringe. Okay, I like to have a little bit of space between the edge of that, for the end of the line, and the hole. So not the edge of the ball guide on the fringe, but the second hop on the fringe. So you're gonna have the first hop on this side of the water, and then the second hop on the fringe, and then the end of the ball guide is going to be right there towards the edge of the hole. Put a little bit of space in between that if you can. It's a real fine-tuned shot. If you can get it, you can get the eagle, but if not, you roll a little bit past the hole and then roll back towards the hole. For the Pro, off the tee box, you have a nice right to, pretty much a straight tailwind, a little bit slanted to the right, 5.9 miles per hour. Definitely suggest using the Titan ball. I go with the Thor 4. And from your second shot, I ended up right about in there. I had a right to left tail, and it was 4.5 miles per hour. You can also go to the left side, try to lay up in this zone right here, and then you just have a little bit longer of a wood shot to the green. If you just want to play for the easy birdie, I would say go left. If you want to try to give yourself a chance at the eagle, go to the right side. If you do go through this fairway and into the bunker, as long as you have a decent level bunker club, you definitely can still make the green. Same with the rough in this area right here. If you're in the rough along here and you have a decent level nirvana or something, you still can make the green from your second shot right there. So that birdie is not out of play, even if you do kind of mess up your drive a little bit. If you mess it up back in this zone right here, though, you may be in a little bit more trouble. Alright, hole 9, and this is for the rookie. Off the tee box, you have pretty much a straight tailwind, 3.2. Your second shot, hopefully you're right up in that zone right there. Straight tailwind. I had a 5.0 miles per hour wind. You can use the, you can use your extra mile. I like to use the quarterback in the rookie on this hole, just because of the accuracy. You're gonna have with this tailwind right here. You're going to be trying to bounce it right there with top spin and left spin to get it over in this zone right here. So that means with the 3 miles an hour, you're going to be aiming your target back in this zone right there. By the time the wind carries your shot, you'll be landing right there with that top spin, left spin, setting yourself up for a good second shot. Just go ahead and take the big dog with you. You are going to have to it's going to be it's a little bit tougher of a shot. The farther left you can get, the easier it gets, because it takes these trees out of play. You're going to be laying it up in this zone right here. If you can get a shot with a little bit of backspin and some right spin, you want to get over into this zone. Either want to hit off the edge of that fringe and bounce onto the green, or if you do hop and land on the green, you may possibly roll off to the edge of that fairway, which is still a very easy chip in for the eagle on that hole. Definitely a tough hole to get the eagle, but if you set yourself up good off the tee box, you definitely have a good chance. Alright. If you do have a little bit higher level of an extra mile or something on this hole in the rookie, with a Titan ball or something, you do have the chance to fly over these trees, land it in about here, and roll it up there as well. That will require probably some backspin though to stop it from going into the rough. Most rookies probably won't have that ability, but if you do, that is definitely another option for those of you rookies that may have a little bit higher clubs. And if you do have higher clubs, you can definitely make that second shot with a Guardian as well if you do have that club. Alright, now for the pro. Off the tee box, we're going to have another nice little tailwind, 6.3 miles per hour. I'll be using my Thor 4 on this hole. And with the tailwind you have right here, it makes it real easy to aim your target right back in here, and just look for that bounce right there and up into the fairway. These winds are very favorable for this tee shot around these trees. Make sure to use a little bit of curl if you want, and top spin, left spin. Makes it real easy. If you want to go over the trees, like I gave the option to the rookie, definitely can do that in the pro. If you go over the trees, you're going to be looking to land your shot right in this zone right here, and roll it up to this side of the fairway right there. Definitely want to make sure you put some backspin on that shot. 3 to 4 bars of backspin at least, and then at least half to full left spin, depending on how close you want to take your chances to that rough. For your second shot, my second shot was right about in there, and I had pretty much another straight tailwind, around 6.6 miles per hour on that shot. You can try to set yourself up for a power slice on this hole. I'm off the tee box, depending on the club that you have, where you will be landing your shot right here and trying to roll as far as you can into this rough, possibly the fairway. From there, you'll either have an easy long iron or short wood, or a rough iron shot that you can still get to the green if you want to try to attempt that. Your aiming spot is going to be somewhere out in this zone right here. That's a big circle because that's not, definite aim there and you're going to make it every time. That's just showing you kind of the area-ish that you're going to be landing. Depending on the club that you use, it will depend on the amount of rings that you use to adjust. So always remember to factor in landing spot with the wind that you have, and then from that spot, then you're going to adjust to the right however many rings you need to adjust for that particular club that you are using. Okay. Definitely not a shot that I would say use it once and expect it to work the first time. You're going to have to fine-tune that shot to get it to work. But if you do get it to work, it may make this hole an easy eagle hole for you. So just kind of one of those risk versus rewards. If you want to take the risk to learn the shot, do it, and it could pay off for you. If you're comfortable with just the easy curl shot here, then stick with that. Whatever works best for you. All right. So that's pretty much going to do it for this this guide / wing tutorial. If you are going to use a power ball though for the pro, you're definitely going to have to use one of those higher level balls like the Snow Globe or Berserker. At least you can try your Titan ball, but if you use a better ball, you have a better chance of getting through that rough. Okay. All right. So hopefully y'all have learned a little bit here, and good luck to you all in the tournament. And check us out on Golf Clash, the 19th hole, where we do post videos and have a lot of people in our interactive community that are there ready and willing to help you with your questions. Also, make sure to hit that sub button for me, trying to get to 1,000 subs. And if you do have Twitter and you want to add me on Twitter, add me on Twitter, GC the 19th hole. That's my name. Let me just write it on here. We got GC the 19th hole. That's my Twitter handle. So follow me on Twitter to get updates when I live stream, and up to the minute video notifications as well. So hopefully y'all enjoyed, and until next time, good luck and God bless.